Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today's video is about a brand new Range Rover. It's a 23 plate car, it's a hybrid, and we've had it in to completely upgrade the HiFi system. So the car came along with Meridian and the customer was fairly underwhelmed with that. So we've installed a Audison and Hertz Mille system to it. So the Meridian system alone is pretty complex in here because you've got, you know, the freeway speakers in the front. So effectively you've got a door speaker, a tweeter up the top here, and you've also got a mid-range in the top of the dash from the factory. You've also got a center channel, you've got top effect speakers, which I think are kind of like Atmos speakers. You've got freeway set in the rear, you've got rear effect speakers, and you've got a little infinite baffle subwoofer in the back there, a little IB sub that vents into the rear bumper. It's quite common on these new Range Rovers now. So we've had to take all of those signals and put them together so we can process them, time align them, tune them, and use that signal to drive our new speaker system. The speaker system we've gone with is the Hertz Mille Legend. So it's a freeway component up front. So we've got a 6.5-inch woofer in the bottom of the door. We've done a significant amount of soundproofing work to that door. Even though it's Range Rover, yes, it still needs to be soundproofed or acoustically treated, as we like to call it now. We've added the Mille Legend tweeter in the factory panel here. So this had a panel here with a little grill that ran across it, and the tweeter was set back inside. It's nowhere near big enough to get our Mille tweeter in. So we've completely remanufactured that, as you can see. It's quite funky. So the idea is to get the tweeter on display and as on axis as we can without impairing the performance of the vehicle, let's say that. So we've also taken the grill off the top here, completely refabricated this panel, and then set the 3-inch mid-range in the top, or we made the cover plate around it. So that looks really funky. So it's kind of a giveaway actually that this car has got a lovely high-end hi-fi system in it. You can see it from just looking at that. So anyway, back to our input channels. We've had to take 12 channels of the factory audio. Now, the Forza 12 channel amplifier we've used actually only has 8 inputs, so we have to use an expansion kit for that. It's called a 4-in, gives us 4 more inputs. So we've got a total of 12 channels of audio coming into this DSP. Now, once you've got those 12 channels of audio coming in, you've got to sort them out. So they've got to be de-equalized, you've got you know, time alignment, so you've got to remove the delay from some of the speakers. You've got to put all pass filters in. You've got to spend a lot of time getting that input signal flat, and that's exactly what we've done. So we've got a virtually flat response from this factory head unit coming off the Meridian amp. We've also installed a second source. So in here we've installed a Bitcon, so which is a little Audison product. It's high-res Bluetooth streaming. And in fact, something that's really clever, when you're in Bluetooth streaming mode, as you'll know if you've had one of these devices, you lose the factory chimes. So in other words, if you're backing up to an object, your parking sensors beep through the speakers, you're not going to hear that. Well, actually, with Audison's new software, you do. So the brand new Audison software or firmware update enables you to be in Bluetooth streaming mode, and then the amplifier's listening for chimes and beeps through the factory audio system. When it hears those chimes and beeps, it mixes them over the top of your high-res source that you're listening to. So in other words, you can be on beacon, and if your parking sensors are activated or your door chimes activate, you'll still hear them. That is really clever. So massive hats off to Audison for developing that technology. Nobody else has done it that I'm aware of. So in the back of the car, that's where our amplifier, subwoofers and processors live. Let's just get in there and show you. Well, there's actually nothing to see because we've completely hidden everything away. So underneath here we've got a 12 channel DSP amplifier. Underneath here we've got a monoblock amplifier, which is the Audison Forza mono, and then we've got a down-firing 10-inch subwoofer in there. So we've completely stripped this whole back end out, completely soundproofed every inch of it. We've obviously soundproofed the rear doors, we've soundproofed the front doors, we've soundproofed the rear quarters. Everywhere we can get to, we've soundproofed in this vehicle. The down-firing sub produces a tremendous amount of bass. It's run off a very powerful monoblock Forza amplifier, and of course the 12-channel amplifier takes care of the DSP, and it drives the front speakers and the rear speakers. So there you have it, a very complicated car. We also had to deal with things like active noise cancellation and fake engine sound and all that kind of stuff. But we've managed to do everything, and we've achieved an incredible result in a car which is generally known to be pretty tricky to do a hi-fi upgrade in. So there you go. thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've got a similar vehicle and you'd like a high-end audio system installed, then feel free to give us a call or drop us an email and we can discuss it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.